Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so this is episode 3 of Tunisian Terror. Are you surprised that we're still alive? Because I genuinely am. It's only a matter of time, I think, until one of the Euros decides, you know what, this part of Africa belongs to me. And I don't see a way for us to get out of this. We're building our economy, but it's rather lackluster. The only thing I think we can do now is we're going to go down that paper mill route, as well as add government administration into our state. We are losing a significant amount of our gold reserves that we had banked up for a while. But our GDP is skyrocketing. We're at 1.6. For reference, though, that is 1/100th of France. We have 1/40th of the population, so you could say we're 2.5 times better. So 1/40th, let's say, of the GDP per person. Let's actually hit a quick pause because a lot of these events do time out. Negotiate with the revolt's leaders. 10% of the aristocrats become more radical. 20% of the slaves become more radical, and landlords get mad. We're not going to negotiate with them. No need for that. We obviously want to go down the line of abolishing slavery, but I'm not going to give concessions to them until we can get to that point. But maybe, I was gonna say, maybe, taking those events makes it happen faster? I'm not sure. But 1 week until we get our food manufacturing up, which is nice. And I think for now we're actually going to just accumulate money. Because we're so close to getting into debt. That I would like to just kind of sit here and print money, and then we will do our government administration. We will then do the paper mill, and then we'll probably boost up the logging camps a little bit. Tunisia, known for its logging industry, so I've heard. We got 171,000 peasants. I think the last time we checked this, we were at 168. So maybe our population has been booming. Not really. Been pretty flatlined on population. But look at that GDP growth. Amazing. The Bessemer process for steel mills leads to reinforced concrete. Open hearth process. And now we're losing money. This might be a moment where we increase taxes, because we really do need that money pumping through if we're going to... Whoa. Now, why has this changed? Why are you not selling anything? What is going on? Wait, are we no longer... Tunisian market. Tunisian market! Oh, we're no longer in the Ottoman market. Okay, so we have to export maybe our own things? New export route. We want to do clothing to false. We want to do groceries to the Ottoman. Because we're producing probably a lot more than we need in both of those categories. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so this is increasing its wealth, the trade center. Now we're increasing ours. Food industry is still struggling though. Are we at a lack of clippers? We are, so let's go back here. Let's do a new import route for ships. Where are my clippers? Excuse me. Alright, there we go. And we will do from France. And maybe we could export something else like fish? I wonder. And so what do we lose? So trade routes cost you bureaucracy points, which is going to reduce our tax efficiency by quite a bit. So we actually don't want to do any more trade routes in this. This is more than enough. We're getting clippers in so that we can actually trade these goods. And I think what we want to do, and I know we said we weren't going to spend any more money, but since we have our own market now, we need to upgrade this trade port so we could maybe send out more stuff. So let's see how everybody's doing. Food manufacturer is now back on track, as well as the textile mill. Chemical plant is doing even worse, because we need to import coal and we need to import iron. Those are not goods that we have on our own individual market for them to use. But our bureaucracy is not strong enough to support that. So we'll build this port, and then I think next what we'll do is government administration, and then we'll do the paper mill. How are these guys doing? Doing alright. And how much are we spending on construction? So basically our deficit is because of the construction, which is fine. We're getting 27.8% of tax waste. And we've gone back to struggling now that we're out of the Ottoman market. So yeah, I think what we probably want to do is well, you know what? Actually, this government administration should fix that problem completely. And once we're done wasting taxes, I'm going to increase taxes a little bit. I don't want to go too severely into debt, and I know it's going to probably radicalize a lot of folks. Standard of living decrease. Alright, we got some Maghreb people. Right. We can lose 5% authority. I think we lose 5% authority. But we should be okay. Our GDP is up to 2 million almost now. It was at 2 million, but it just dropped below. All we need to do is get this government office out and chill and regain, pay off our debts, and then regain a treasury. And hopefully not get too many people radicalized. I wonder if the people who are radicalized are not paying taxes? Because our income stream within the last, 5 minutes has gone from booming to doom. Wait, dooming? Doomer. Bloomer? But we'll see once we get this government office up. What if we could ask France for, like, some money? Propose a trade agreement. Creates a trade agreement between Tunis and France. I mean, they don't want it, but we should figure out what that means. Oh, the sulfur mine is going off now. Let's go, sulfur mine. And I think once we get our employment up here, should bring back our bureaucracy to a reasonable rate. And now what we need is we can't keep accruing debt, so how can we fix this? These guys are doing okay. What are we overproducing that we could sell? We could probably sell sulfur and lead. Wonder if we went to an export route on sulfur. We could sell it to the Brit Bongs. But this will increase our bureaucracy by 20, correct? Predicted bureaucracy cost is 20. So maybe we sell it to the Ottomans because we can't afford the bureaucracy cost. What about our lead? Lead. Okay, so we'll do it for sulfur. And I think we're going to do it to the Ottomans. It's going to make us a lot less money, but I think the bureaucracy cost is worth it. No, the trade route costs 20 anyways. So how about we say no to the Ottomans then? And if we're going to be paying 20 anyways, we may as well send it to the British. And this should drastically increase the amount of people working in our sulfur mine. Sweet, it did. We're still losing an absurd amount of money, so we're going to have to do that. The taxes are insanely high, something I would hate doing, but it kind of has to be done in our current situation. And I wonder if there's anything else we could sell. Something that's underutilized, possibly. Shortages of fertilizer. So we need to import coal and iron. We'll import coal from the French. Let's import iron as well. From the Brits. possibly this is enough to get these guys off the ground. Producing loads of fertilizer, which means that maybe we could. So now we're like in this spiral moment, right? Where like what we need now is to sell the fertilizer. But to sell the fertilizer, we're going to go under our bureaucracy limit even more. So we need to spend money to increase the production of our chemical plants, or not our chemical plants, our government administration. More paper consumption for that seems reasonable. How are you guys doing? You guys are doing okay. You guys are also doing okay. You guys are doing okay. How's the sulfur doing? Or not the sulfur, but the chemical plant. The thing is, I don't want to go into too massive debt because we're already paying, 1.24 in interest. Is that interest a week? Or a day? Either way, that's insane. It's like 100% interest a year on debt. So we definitely can't afford to continue at the pace we're going there. And we're selling our clothes, right? Your unproductive trade routes. You know what? Yeah, let's get rid of those. And let's say, what is a productive trade route for us? What would make us a lot of money? I wonder if we could sell lead elsewhere. It's still saying we can't sell lead anywhere. Nobody needs lead. So we're exporting our groceries, we're exporting our clothes, we're exporting our sulfur, we're importing tools and clippers. Maybe there's something we could import to make us more efficient? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we do paper mill. We're just gonna have to embrace the debt that we're in, and I think we would rather be over our bureaucracy limit. So what we want is a paper mill, just a small little paper mill, and then we're gonna want to increase our government administration as soon as we get the opportunity to. We're gonna go into massive debt here. It might be a debt spiral. The only thing we could hope is that maybe a great power pays off our debt. Because the thing about debt is, like, I mean, we're only 180K deep, and we're paying 1.4 in interest, which is basically our whole expenses there. But we're not going to be able to get ourselves over the... We're not going to be able to get ourselves into positive income anyways. So does it really matter? Just faster debt in order to... And these guys can't get their fertilizer in, so they're not producing as much wheat as they should, which I'm sure is hurting these guys. At the food industry, it seems our cotton industry is doing fine though, keeping up the textile mill. But yeah, we're in dire straits right now unless somebody pays off our debt. If somebody pays off our debt, I think we can fix this whole situation. Otherwise, I think we're kind of grasping at straws. We're trying to get paper mills so that we can get our government administration up, so that we can help our economy out with more trade routes. That seems like a very long shot. But our sulfur mines are doing fantastic, which is nice. The only thing they need to do now is, well, they are selling sulfur to our fertilizer plant. Alright, 13 weeks left on this paper mill. Hopefully the paper mill can do some good things for us. We could, instead of upgrading this, we could just go straight to filing cabinets, I believe. That's kind of why I went paper mill route. And the university is missing paper, so it's perfect for us. We will solve that problem in 3 weeks. Alright, there goes our paper mill. What we would like to do is hit you with some filing cabinets. You're going to utilize more paper, but give us more flexibility in the trade routes we can send in. Alright, paper mill is getting started. We're still losing this absurd amount of money. And we're on full taxation, by the way, too. Holy, that's really bad. Our consumption tax on wine has gone for some reason. We could lower the standard of living quite significantly by doing a taxation on groceries. But that seems incredibly stupid. So let's go luxury clothes, and then maybe even let's throw luxury furniture in there. Let's tax the rich. Oh, these guys are slowing down on sugar, actually. So maybe we're going to have to increase this sugar plantation's production. But that is... Man, there's a lot of things we got to do, right? Trying to think what's the best way of going about this. I want to upgrade the government administration, but I know that that's a silly thing to do. What I think might be better for us. Let's see how much money we lose with an import route on coal and an import route on, was it iron, right? See how much money that costs us. We're just slightly below our bureaucracy limit. I need you guys to just pump stuff out, man. Because our farm is failing because it doesn't have the fertilizer it needs. Okay, there, our farm is now up. Doing a lot better. But then the problem that these guys are facing is actually not wheat, it's sugar. So I think we go into even more debt here as we increase our sugar plantations growth. It does really feel like we're getting into a situation where we're trying to spend our way out of debt, which is not very smart. Especially when basically our whole negative balance is from interest. It's actually a crazy amount just from interest. Maybe what we could do... let's get the military budgets down. Let's get the government wages down. It's not like we have very many government services other than to collect taxes. And this guy is just struggling. I wonder if we could help him out with exporting fertilizer. Nobody even wants to buy it, actually. So the fertilizer is definitely not a good industry to get into, if you guys were wondering, but about getting the fertilizer, it seems like it's the downfall of the economy here, as soon as this thing was built. Man, if we could get rid of that interest. I need a loan with not such a terrible interest rate, man. How much is this costing us? Oh, not the chemical plant, yeah. What if we just reduced our military down to 0? I mean, it's not like our military is any good anyways. Pay off the loans. We'll reduce our military down to 1. So we can hopefully pay off these loans and get out of this incredibly bad situation that we've put ourselves into. Because we're at full taxation right now, which I can't imagine is any good. I know we're in mad debt and we're taxing like nobody's business, but for there to be radicals seems a bit rude. You know? Over the course of 30 years, we've quadrupled our GDP. You should be more happy with your government, IMO. $420,000 in debt. So dynamite, I'm assuming, gets produced here, right? Oh no, I guess it would go under the category of explosives, huh? Whoa, wait a second. We could eliminate our need for coal by going to this? Or no? Or am I just completely mistaken? How much is this intake now? Goods consumption, 15 coal, bunch of sulfur, iron. So we barely decreased our coal intake. But you know what we might be able to do? Is we were trying to export the fertilizer. Why would we try to export the fertilizer when we could maybe export the explosives? Because we have no real need for explosives. And the Brits would love explosives. The Austrians would love them even more. So what if we did a little bit of that? And maybe that gives them more reason to create explosives along with the fertilizer. Because the explosives, I don't think, probably had very much of a market drive in consumption. They're still doing terrible, though. Maybe it's because we don't have the population that need... Oh, they don't have the funds, yeah. I was going to say, maybe it's because we don't have machinists or engineers or... But it doesn't seem like that's the problem. We're making money again. We're almost at the rate of interest in profit. So if we can just pay that down, that'd be nice. We are over the time limit, but I do want to keep playing. I will just put a cut in here that I will try to fix the economy on the next episode. But without further ado, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.